Jim Rohn said, success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. Welcome to Aanu's Growth Series, Episode 12. And as you can see, our title today is Consistency, the difference between starters and finishers. Last week we talked about decision making, and sincerely, it's been one that has touched me personally. And that's because, like I told you, I'm in that stage of my life where I am learning why leaders, world leaders, presidents, CEOs, why they make the decision they make. Because I know I'm going to get there someday. I'm quite well on my journey to the glory of God. The next thing we should talk about after talking about decision making. Okay, I've decided I'm going to be great. You have decided you're going to be great. If you have followed up to episode 12, then that means you have decided you're going to be great. You need to be consistent. Most people, they make a great decision, they start strong, and then all of a sudden they get tired. I've met a couple of people like that. Things happen in life, so I don't have the moral right to say someone is this or someone is that. But if you want to be successful, you would need to embrace the subject of consistency. Okay, I want to show you a story. I think it was trending over the past week. Happy New Year, by the way. Happy New Year to everyone. May God make this year a prosperous one for you in Jesus' name. There's this story that's been trending about Simisola Agbebi. I think she was 15 or 16 years old. She went for a talent hunt, and some years later, I don't know, 7 years, 10 years later, as of end of 2025, she is the most streamed female gospel artist on Spotify. In the space of less than 10 years, somebody going for talent hunt show to becoming the most streamed female artist on Spotify. What do you think happened? Consistency. Another funny thing is one of the judges on the panel is Tim Godfrey. I'm going to show you the video, so watch out for it. And Tim Godfrey said, you're great, you have the talent, you have the deal, but I don't think you're ready. Guess what? 2 years ago, the same Tim Godfrey featured Simisola Agbebi. Now, this time not as a contestant, now as an established artist, and the song they sang together has almost 1 million views. What is responsible for that kind of result? Consistency. I've come to sell you something again today. Consistency is important if you have to become that person of influence, if you want to become that successful person. It's great to make decisions, it's great to start projects. Motivation will start your project, but what will finish your project is consistency. Talent will give you the opportunities, but you need to train the talent. Do you know, I don't know how many of us know about JJ Okocha. Do you know how many people were more skilled than JJ Okocha? But the guy did not relent. He kept at it. He has become one of the most celebrated Nigerian footballers of all time. Why? He was consistent. Do you guys know Cristiano Ronaldo? Of course you do. He's one of the most consistent people when it comes to the game of soccer. This is what consistency does for you. Motivation, vision, purpose, friendship, decision, everything we've talked about is important. But if you cannot keep at it, you will fall by the wayside. The secret to success is keeping at it, is consistency. Your talent will open doors for you. your talent will make you known. Your talent will make people notice you. But what is going to give you that result is consistency. Consistency is you making a resolve and keeping at it. Whatever you think. I remember when I first started learning software development, my wife, who was my fiance then, I was so happy. I got this skill and everything. And everywhere I go, I look for software problems I want to solve. I still do though. That's why I've built a lot of software anyways. And I spoke to my wife. She was working in a school then. And I asked her, I said, your school, we can digitize this and this and this for them and everything. And she said something. She said to me, I know that you have a bright future. I know that before time, if you keep at it, you're going to make it. But then she said, there's politics in my place of work. I don't want you to get mixed up in it and everything. But that word stuck to me. That somebody actually sees what I'm doing and sees that if I keep at it, I'm going to prosper. I'm going to be successful. I think that word alone was kind of my pushing force. I didn't look at the fact that she didn't push my proposal forward to the school and everything. Looking at it, I'm even thankful I didn't, because they probably wouldn't have given me because of other things we eventually discovered. But she motivated me to be consistent, and that's why I'm where I am today. At least we bless God, we thank God, and we are growing. It's all by the grace of God. But people like that see what you do are the reason why someone like me is growing. I want to let you know that small actions done consistently is better than big actions done occasionally. One of the things I'm teaching my older daughter right now is the culture of cleanliness. And I keep telling her, if you keep this place clean, if you have that culture to keep this place clean, then you wouldn't need to stress yourself to do mega cleaning. If we all have the culture of cleanliness, okay, your toys are not on the floor, your books are not on the floor, you don't throw your laptop anywhere, you don't leave your iPad on the chair. If you have that mindset that this place has to be clean, if you are consistent about cleanliness, you wouldn't need to worry yourself and wait for the pile of work to be done. And that's the same with your future. That's the same with your vision. That's the same with your goal. Take an extra step every day. See, discouragement is real, especially with your purpose, with your vision. There are some times that you think, I have this best idea, I have this great thing that is going on in my head. I'm sure anybody I speak to about it will relate, and then project that and everything. And then you speak to the first person and they're like, I'm not seeing it. You speak to the second person, you're not seeing it. And let me tell you, it happened to me a lot of times, a whole lot of times. I'm sure my friend is going to watch this video. When I first started software development, he was already a software developer. He laughed at me. He laughed because I had finished NYSC before I started. He laughed at me like, at this age you want to start software development. But thank God I didn't stop. So it has happened to me a lot of times. Most times it has even happened to me. It happened to this 2026, it happened to me in 2025, right? You don't have to let any other thing to kill your passion for that goal, because like the Bible says, at the end it shall speak. You need to find a way to move that vision from your feelings to your mind, like ingrain it in your mind. If you want to be a doctor, even if you are 15, even if you are 19, whatever age you are, start learning something about medicine today. If you want to own a PhD, I like PhD, but don't worry, I'm not doing the PhD. if you want to own a PhD, start learning about how the people become PhDs. Just start those little things. Have a culture of reading, because by the time, if you've not read for 4 years, 5 years, you now decide to go to school, the moment the workload hits you, your entire everything is going to scatter. People fail at consistency because they don't see the success visibly. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. If Sumisola Agbebi can, within the period of 10 years, become the most celebrated female gospel minister, you can also become the most celebrated within a short while. But when you start, it may look like there's nothing. It may look like you are not seeing it. It may look like nobody is seeing you. It may look like you are wasting your time. It may look like the talent you have is worthless. No. There are many people. I was speaking to a couple of youths a couple of years ago, and I don't even know if I mentioned it in any of my series. The richest people in the world, they don't have the conventional professions. One is a carpenter, sells furniture. One is a tailor, makes clothes, and they are rich, right? So you can make it. You just have to be consistent. But again, you need to learn more things. You cannot just say, I'm a tailor, I want to be tailoring and become. No, you have to learn business, you have to learn trends, you have to learn a lot of things. That's topic for another day. You may not see the results, but don't stop. Also, don't have unrealistic expectations. They kill consistency. It's good to set goals, but set goals. If it's unrealistic, tell yourself it's unrealistic. Like I do, I set unrealistic goals, but don't have unrealistic expectations. When something happens, if it doesn't happen the way you want it to, dust it up, pick yourself up and move. Pick yourself up and move. We have built a couple of software that didn't go anywhere, but we didn't stop building, and now we're hitting gold mine. So I just want to let you know, don't get tired. Don't get tired. Keep at it. How does consistency relate to you being successful? Now, I was watching someone a couple of days ago, I think one of the pastors, he said life is like a pyramid. 80% of the people in life are at the bottom part of the pyramid. Only a little percentage of the people are at the top. That's why you can literally count the number of billionaires in this world. But you can, if they give you an estimate of people living below poverty line, or what do they call it, below $1 a day or those things, you'll be shocked. So if you keep at it, there is a high chance that you're going to get to that finish line. There's a high chance that you're going to become top in your field. If you are a technician, you can become the best technician. Just don't stop. I'm begging you, don't stop. Consistency can also relate to your integrity. When you are someone who is consistent, you are someone who always shows up, then people will know that if you give this guy this task, he's going to be able to do it, right? And then the person that will introduce you to the person that will introduce you to the person that would introduce you to when you will make your big break will be able to speak well of you. Because this world is a world of network. I'm not even going to lie about that. I think I'm going to have a separate series for that. Consistency is rare currency. When they know that you always show up, it has a positive effect on you all the time and everywhere. So I'm just here to tell you, there are a lot of people who kept at it in this life and from the scriptures. I think it was I don't know, Thomas Edison or Michael Faraday, one of these people. They failed more than 100 times at their invention. More than 100 times. But they didn't stop, because if they stopped at the 99th time, they wouldn't become successful. They would have lost all those experience. So don't stop. I know you can be bored. I know you can be tired. I know you can question yourself. I know you can have imposter syndrome. Me, this small me, having a big dream, especially if you've not had a big dream before, I know. But take small steps. Don't expect that result is going to come in a year. In a year, it can happen. Miracles happen, right? In a year, my life is going to change. I'm just going to be from one who is begging for rent to one who is riding a private jet. It can happen, no doubt about that. But like I said to someone yesterday, if you don't build the character of consistency, if you jump up, you will come down. But if you climb up, you will stay up. And that's why you need consistency. Before I go, I'd like to share with you a couple of practical tools for consistency. Build routines, form habits. Don't be burnt out. Avoid burnout. Don't stress yourself to the point where you'll be like, I'm leaving it all. No, we're not leaving nothing. We'll take it to the end. We will take it what? To the end. Then track your progress. Figure out a way you want to track your progress. Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Before you know it, there was I think last year or so, I looked at my life and I was like, wow, this trajectory is great. But that's because I have a tracking system for it. So track your progress and then tie habits to your life. Make habits out of it. If you want to become an author, start writing. Even if you don't share it with anybody, write. If you have to scribble 5 minutes a day, start writing. If you want to become a speaker, anywhere you go, see yourself as someone who speaks. Any new person you meet, tell them something encouraging. And then what I want to tell you is decide in advance. What was this slang that was trending on social media? No grief for anybody. Decide that this goal, this vision, I'm going to see it to the end. No matter how it looks like, no matter what it's telling me, I will see it to the end. Decide. Have that hard decision. Decide. You know, we talked about decision last week. Tell yourself it is either we make it or we make it. So that way, even if you fall, even if you fail, even if you lose something, it doesn't hold you back. Losing something is normal. There's nobody who is great that has not lost something. I'm reading Femi Otedola's book now, Making It Big, and I discovered that he's lost a billion. I don't know if it's naira or dollars, but he's lost whatever it is. Someone lost $1 billion, just like that. That when people get to stages like that, they are just like, this is it, I'm giving up. But no, he didn't give up, and he moved, and he made more than $1 billion back. Anyways, I think I've spoken too much. I should ask you, what habit are you going to form today? What thing are you going to pick in your life today and tell yourself, I'm going to be consistent about this? Why? Because you need it. My goal for all of us watching this is all of us have to be great, because that's God's plan for our life. It's not an ambition. It is the way God has designed us, and I'm going to talk more about that later. God has designed us to be great. So what are you going to invest in today? And what are you going to be consistent about? What are you going to tell yourself that in 10 years from now, I'm going to tell myself in the year 2026, this new year, I decided I was going to become this, and 10 years later, I've surpassed that goal. Until the next time, I'll see you in my next podcast series. Thank you for watching this episode, and see you in the next podcast.